I was trying to sleep in the hospital corridor when I heard a faint sound. It come behind the vending machine. When I pulled it forward, I found something that gave me chills. That happened to me last year. I was at the hospital since morning, trading nap for coffee and between sprints while my mother had test and doctors shuffled in and out. By 10 that night everyone had left except me and a skeleton staff in next lab room. I picked a chair in the main corridor, propped my head against the wall and told myself I will take a power nap of 15 minutes only. That was the plan. The corridor smelled like disinfectant and old coffee. Fluorescent light buzzed overhead and cast everything in same lifeless color. Machine hum in the room behind the curtains. I closed my eyes for 2 minutes, then I heard a faint eerie sound. At first, I thought it was a pipe, a faint wet sound like someone sniffing, drifting from the far end behind the vending machine. There's a vending machine a few doors down from the family waiting area, the cheap kind with the glass and the cold lights. Because I was exhausted, I ignored it. I thought in 10 minutes everything felt like normal hospital noise. But 10 minutes turned into 20 and the sound edged closer to something I couldn't place as machinery. It sharpened, it became a small and ragged, the kind of sound only a child can make. The noise carried a clarity that sliced through the fatigue. I stood up, my shoes made soft thump on the tiles as I walked towards the vending machine. Every step makes loud noise in the quiet corridor. The closer I got, the smaller and more human his sound became. One short cry, a pause, another whimper. There was a rhythm to it, like someone trying not to make a noise again and again but failing. The vending machine sits flushed against the wall, but not perfectly. There's a narrow service cap where pipes and wires run and janitorial excuses hide. People use it to stash lost wrappers and discarded cups. I crouch peers into the dark slice. At first I see nothing. Then I heard faint sound. Hey, I said. It sounded ridiculous. In the empty corridor, a grown man with a voice too loud for a place that sleeps. His sound come again closer, a little whimper. My hand found a little gap in the machine and pushed. There in the silver of light, I saw a small fist, then a face, smug with something that could have been syrup or blood. Her eyes huge and terrified. He couldn't have been more than 2 years old. His body was curled like he'd been pretending to sleep in case someone checked. I didn't think. I just pulled him out, wrapped my jacket around him like it was a blanket and a life preserver all at once. Buddy, it's okay, I told him because I didn't know what else to say. He smelled of antiseptic or something else. He trembled and then relaxed against me, as if the danger had only been avoiding being found. I carried him to the nurse's station and nurse appeared from the staff room, clipboard held like armor. Where did you find him? He asked, and already checking for tags, tiny hospital bracelets, anything. Behind the vending machine, I said. I found him behind the vending machine. I couldn't get to the words fast enough. They took him, wrapped him in a proper blanket, and scanned for identification. They checked intake logs, visitor lists, pediatric admissions. They talk into phones in clip professional tones. I told them everything I'd seen, how long he'd been making the noise. The nurse's face changed from concern to puzzled. We didn't have any pediatric admissions tonight. She said finally, no reports of missing children, no incoming reports. Also, in the corridor camera, there's a glitch. Half an hour of footage is missing. The hospital had no record of him. The camera had a hole where his presence would have been recorded. They called the police, but they also didn't find anything. I don't tell people detail anymore. It sounds ridiculous, When you say it's out loud, a baby pulled from behind the a vending machine. No record, no footage, no answer. I didn't know what happened that night. I only know the sound, the small helpless cry, and I wake to it. Like a page from a book I keep trying to shut.